Mobile versus shops. Which is more profitable? Hi, I'm Ivan LaCroix, and this is the Detailer's Business Academy, where we strive to take you from detailer to entrepreneur. It's an age-old question in this industry. Which is better, shop or mobile? To answer the question shortly, neither. It's up to you. There are differences that are worth noting and making an intelligent decision as to which way you want to go. Shop detailers have fixed costs that they know what they are. And those fixed costs include rent or mortgage, snow removal, taxes, things like that. A mobile detailer has less fixed costs. Those fixed costs are the payment of the van or the truck or whatever vehicle you're using. Other than that, that's about your fixed costs. In both situations, you have the same costs when it comes to advertising, when it comes to insurance, when it comes to payroll taxes, all those little things that add up a lot, and they end up being roughly the same. Where the difference grows is in the big fixed costs. So the big fixed cost for the shop obviously is rent or mortgage. Electricity, utilities, things like that also come into play. But for the mobile detailer, they have very little fixed costs. Unfortunately, many mobile detailers are under the assumption that since they have very low costs, well, they can charge less than a shop-based detailer. In reality, they should be charging more because they actually have more costs than a shop-based detailer. Now, the costs aren't something you can put down on paper quite easily because they're not a fixed cost. They're not like a rent or a mortgage or utilities. No, the costs that come from running a mobile business are calculated in losses. Are you getting value from this video? Are you getting value from my other videos? Well, if you are, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, even a thumbs up. Even better, leave a comment. Comments are great. They make us interact, and it gives me an idea as to, am I doing this for a reason, or am I just spouting off at the mouth? So please leave a comment. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, and what subjects you'd like me to treat in the future. The losses you have from time, the losses you occur from traffic, the losses you occur from weather, the losses you occur from inefficiencies, those all add up to end up making it so that a mobile detailer actually has more costs than that of a shop-based detailer. And that cost is cost versus sales. So if we look at that number, that's where the shop really gains traction. Because a shop, you can multiply things, like employees. In a mobile situation, once you get past one employee in a mobile rig, so the owner, operator, and an employee, or two employees in a secondary rig, you've pretty much maxed out what you can do in that situation. Whereas in a shop-based, well, you can do 2, 3, 4 vehicles at a time, depending on the size of your shop. You can have multiple employees, and you can have vehicles lined up waiting for you instead of you having to drive from point A to point B. Now, all is not dark and gloomy on the mobile side. The mobile business is a great business model if you're in a situation that allows it. If you're in Nunavut, look it up. It's a place. But if you're in Alaska, if you're in northern Canada, if you're in northern Europe, then no, mobile may not be the best situation because you have winter 6 months of the year. Not a fun thing to be detailing a car in the snow. Trust me, I've done it before. It's not something you want to try. That's where a shop really comes in. But if you're in Southern California, if you're in Georgia, if you're in Mexico, if you're in Southern Europe, if you're in Asia, by all means, go for mobile. You don't have winter to deal with. And the mobile situation allows you freedoms that you don't have with a shop, like variable hours. A shop, people expect you to be open from 9 till 5. Or whatever your regular business hours in your area are. But a mobile business, well, you don't have that constraint. You can work from noon to 2 if you want. You can work whatever hours you want because you don't have a fixed place of business that is expected to be open. You go to your customers. The other advantage of a mobile situation, especially if you're a sole operator, is that freedom of doing what you want to do when you want to do it. Being out on the open road, seeing different things every day, being in a different shop all the time. And if you like that variety, then yeah, a mobile situation is good for you. Now, if you're trying to provide for your family, if you're trying to build a business that's scalable, build a business that you can sell one day, then looking at a shop might be a more intelligent thing to do. Now, if you own a mobile business, there's no reason why you can't continue doing mobile and have a shop at the same time. And a lot of people that own mobile businesses think, oh, my customers will never come to a shop. They like the convenience of mobile. Well, you'd be surprised. When I switched from mobile to shop-based, I maybe lost 2% of my customer base, 3 at most, because they were all actually happy to take their cars to a shop. They found it almost inconvenient to have us coming to their place of business or their home to do their cars. They said, wow, you have a shop now. That's so much better. That surprised me. And a lot of people that make the transition from mobile to shop surprises them as well. Your customers, they like the convenience of mobile, but they also like the solidity and the appearance of being a better business in a shop. And it is just an appearance. But a lot of people equate mobile as fly-by-night. And you can have a beautiful van all decked out. You can be in business for 20 years. They still have that lingering impression in the back of their heads that he can go away tomorrow. Whereas if you're paying a mortgage or a rent, it's a little more difficult to go away tomorrow. So there's that solidity factor that's there. And as I mentioned in the opening, weather is the biggest cost to operating a mobile business, because you never know what the weather is going to be like. An example, I'm in Quebec right now, and outside it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit, close to 85, somewhere around there, with a Humidex rating bringing it close to 100, which is really uncomfortable to work in. Whereas in the shop, well, you can have air conditioning. And when it's raining outside, it's kind of hard to do a ceramic coating on a car. Whereas when you're in your shop, it's raining outside, close the door, and now you can do that ceramic coating. So yes, the shop has a lot of advantages. And if you're a mobile detailer, I know you're going to be up in arms about this and saying, no, I've got zero overhead and my van is paid for and all that. Yes, your van is paid for, but you're going to have to replace it one day. And when you're calculating your cost, you should actually calculate the cost of leasing a new van every 3 years. And that is basing it on longevity, on things like that. So by having that in your calculation, then you're actually giving you a real number to work with. Not, hey, I've got a 1989 G30 and it's working beautifully. I don't need anything more. It's possible that you don't need anything more, but one day that 1989 G30 is not going to be reliable anymore, and you're going to need to replace it. So figure that into your costs. And yes, you can make great money being a mobile detailer. As I mentioned before, you've got the freedom of being a mobile detailer. So if that's what you enjoy doing, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're wanting to grow a business, scale a business, and make it so that you can sell that business one day to retire from building that business, then you want to look at a shop. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts, or ideas, please leave them below. I'm always happy to answer. And also, if you have suggestions for more videos, please go ahead.